Welcome. This is our School Business Boosters 101. And what we're going to do here today is we want to go over what the goal is of School Business Boosters specifically for our real estate agents and our parent-focused businesses. We're going to do another one of these for schools and PTAs so that they can see what the purpose and value of School Business Boosters is. But for us today, we want to make sure we take the kind of what has become a very complicated world of awesome programs and opportunities for businesses, and we want to see if we can make it simpler. So today we're going to go over the goals of School Business Boosters. We're going to dig in a little bit into why schools and PTAs share stuff and don't share stuff, because that gets us back to why we're doing all this stuff in the first place, and then how our programs help boosters get famous with parents and teachers. And then I'm going to try to do this in a short period of time. And then we're going to do some questions. So that was meant to not show up. It's actually even better that this showed up as this overwhelming, complicated things of pictures, because part of what we're talking about is that the School Business Boosters universe went from a very simple idea. It even was not simple when we started. It was, should we create this place where businesses can create deals for teachers, and maybe we could take those into the schools and then get agents some exposure? That's what it started at. And it's evolved into a lot of things, from teacher appreciation pop-ups, donuts, to monthly challenges and prizes, to a PTA connector, to a community calendar, and so on and so on and so on. And so the goal today is to figure out who you are and where you fit in, and make it so that that complicated world of lots of things becomes less complicated, and you're like, this is who I am and this is how I fit in, at least to get started. And then I can add and get more engaged as I move forward. So the business boosters are real estate agents, and they tend to become school champions, meaning they adopt a school and they focus on that school. Then we have parent-focused businesses, martial arts studio, music studio, orthodontist, tutoring, college admissions, who like to focus on schools because they focus and market to parents. Then we have real estate transaction support people, title, we as mortgage lenders, insurance, moving, these kinds of people who like to be in front of neighbors and real estate agents. And then just general businesses in the community, all of whom come together because they have a desire to meet parents and teachers, and to have the parents and teachers meet them. And that's the goal of School Business Boosters. And then secondarily, we want to leverage the fact that schools are the center of a community, and we want to use the school parent teacher connection to help boosters get famous even in their communities, right? And then thirdly, we like to do fun, interesting things in the school community, and we want to make it easier for the schools to do fun things that they need support from businesses for. We want to make it easier for the businesses to do fun things that they need access, right, to the parents and teachers and students for. And then we have ideas for things that we want to do more of. So that's the goal of School Business Boosters. So if you are a parent-focused business or a real estate agent, you might have had this thought in your head: oh my gosh, how great would it be if the schools or the PTAs would share and promote me, right? And the challenge is that there's a reason that they do and don't share and promote things. And it's complicated, and it sometimes varies from PTA and school and principal to principal. But at its base, they have to be able to see that what you're putting in front of them has value, right? So they either need to believe it would benefit parents, teachers, and kids educationally, recreationally, socially in some way. And many times we think of it like, oh my God, we have something great that would be beneficial to parents or teachers or kids, have them share. But it gets more complicated because that's not enough for them to want to share something because of a variety of reasons. So sometimes they share things because they think it would help connect their community or it will express appreciation for their teachers or parents. That's really what our donuts, that's why we've been able to get into so many schools, is because we just show up as something that they can use to express appreciation. Many PTAs and clubs and senior classes and those kind of people think in terms of raising money. So if you have something that can help them raise money, then you've added a reason that they might share. They may also want just to engage their parents and teachers. Again, the donuts and our Teachers Connect has helped engage teachers and parents. And then some sort of external thing, right? Like one high school or school sees some other school doing something and they want to be involved or something like that. Some sort of fear of missing out. And we try to take advantage in a good way of all of these elements to get to help the PTA accomplish their goal, which is they want to benefit parents, teachers, and kids. They want to connect their community. They want to raise money. They want to increase attendance, visibility, and engagement. So at its root this year, we've launched something new. I'm going to talk about what we've done in the past, but I just wanted to introduce the PTA Connector because in theory, the PTA has access to everybody that you want, right? They have access to parents, they have access to teachers, and their job is to enrich and support that community beyond just educational academic stuff. So we're going to be using our PTA Connector as a centerpiece for what we're doing this year. But up till this point, brief history of School Business Boosters. Back in 2022, Kelly Catalinas, Fairway Independent Mortgage, Fraser O'Leary, Fairway Independent Mortgage. We were thinking we wanted to connect with, we wanted to grow our businesses and we wanted to connect with real estate agents. And we were thinking, who were the people where could we go to meet people? And remember in COVID, a lot of people now have dispersed and they don't all go to work in an office every day. Whereas schools, you do. You have 100 to 150 to 250 teachers who go there every day. And of course, that radiates out to parents. And we were thinking, how can we commit and support to these people? And we had lots of cool ideas. And one of them that was the first is we started with saying to our real estate agents, let's just go adopt schools and bring donuts to show our appreciation for the teachers. And over the past couple of years, we've done over 100, probably more like 200 of those teacher appreciation donuts in a lot of different schools in the area. And then we said we wanted to stay connected with the schools in between donuts. So we started our Teachers Connect monthly challenges. And one of those is Teachers Pets. We have a Halloween challenge. We have a holiday spirit challenge. We have a Valentine's Day challenge, all these things. And this led to like engagement on an ongoing basis with the website. This is important with the website and prizes, etc. And we also integrated my personal sort of passion is youth entrepreneurship. And you can see some of our young entrepreneurs here in the little corner. Okay, that was up till last year. We have added some elements, and some of those you saw on that kind of convoluted picture. You saw those types of things, right? We have the Parents Connect, and we have the Teachers Connect, and we have the PTA Connector, and we have this Career Showcase. We have all of these things. But at its root, remember, the goal of School Business Boosters is to help boosters meet parents and parents and teachers meet boosters, to leverage the power of the school parent teacher connection to get famous, and to recognize that you can't just go to a PTA or a school and say, hey, can you promote me out to your parents and teachers? But if we create something of value, if we create something that accomplishes one of those 4 goals for them, then the likelihood that they will share it is greater. Okay, so who is sharing? At its root, it's kind of like a little bit of an ecosystem, right? Because in many cases, the people that we want to get in front of, the parents and teachers, sharing with them is easy. We just have to have the right stuff to put in front of the principal, and they can share it with the PTA. They can share it with the teachers. That's what happens with donuts. If we go if we schedule a donut, a teacher appreciation donut, the principal's going to share it with all the teachers. Now, not every teacher is going to do donuts, but they're going to do the door prizes. And if they share the teacher's pets, they're going to go and register and submit their photo of their pets, right? We have thousands of teachers who have engaged with this. And then the PTA can share out with the parents. Now, in the elementary school, that's everything, is having the PTA share out with the parents. But in the high school, club advisors and senior class advisors and all that kind of stuff can help share out with the parents if we give them something of value to share. Now, our agent champions are also very important because remember, part of this is taking advantage of the parent-teacher-school connection to get famous in the community. And so we want for our agent champions to share in their communities on Nextdoor with local businesses for themselves. It also helps recruit parents and new businesses, but it's for themselves because it helps them accomplish that goal. And then our business boosters, they can share also on social media and business network. I'll talk about parent business boosters in a second. So what is the stuff we have to share? There's the teacher appreciation pop-ups. That's where we invite the school to propose a donut, and then we share that date out with our agent champion or business boosters, and we show up with donuts and a door prize. Very simple, right? But what that does is it gives a physical opportunity to go connect with the school. And then it also gives everybody involved the opportunity to share on social media and share with their newsletter and share on Nextdoor that they are connected with the school. Then our Teachers Connect monthly challenges. Teachers Pets is a great example. It goes live today, where thousands of teachers are going to be and parents are going to be sharing photos of their pets. And this just becomes a cool, active community connecting type activity. Other stuff to share is the PTA connector. Every PTA wants to raise money. Every PTA occasionally has events that they want to promote out. Every PTA has opportunities for businesses to get engaged. And that's what the PTA connector, our community calendar is. It is built for PTAs and clubs to say, I got a thing and I need help with it. And for our business boosters to say, that looks interesting, let me get involved, and to make all of that easier. But that creates an opportunity for us to share the calendar, share the events, invite PTAs to participate in the PTA connector. And then we have a few other activities. We have our parent resources guide, which is meant to spotlight businesses that focus on parents. And we have an opportunity for parents and businesses to introduce themselves to teachers and parents with this career showcase. Remember, the point of this is to create stuff that people want to share. And I'm going to just give a quick, the goal here, remember, going back to the number one, what is the goal of School Business Boosters? It's to make our agents and our business boosters community famous, which means that if the stuff is getting shared, if they're sharing the teacher appreciation pop-up donut, we want to make sure our people show up, right? We want to make sure Julie Clifford down here shows up on the teacher appreciation pop-up. We want to make sure that Julie Clifford shows up on the community calendar, that she shows up on the PTA connector, on the directory of parents, where parents can add themselves and introduce themselves. We want our agent champion and our business boosters, our sponsors, we want them to show up on those pages. So everything, as we'll do another deep dive into the web page at some point, but every place on the web page, we showcase our agent champion, the person who adopted the school, and we showcase our community champions, and those are the people that have sort of are sponsoring the larger community, meaning the high school, the middle school, and the elementary schools in that high school pyramid. Okay, and there are some things that happen on a monthly basis. There are some things that happen in the fall, and there are some things that are just ongoing. But the last thing I'm going to say here today is that our goal, remember, it's to help the boosters meet parents, teachers, and teachers and parents meet the boosters, which means we want to keep things going on a regular basis. So Teachers Pets and the Community Pets-a-Palooza, that goes out in September. Our Parent Resources Guide and Showcase is launching in September. Then in October, we have a Halloween themed, we have our Halloween costumes, and then we also have this thing called Click or Treat, which is an opportunity for us to reach out to local businesses and for the agent champions to reach out to local businesses. Salute to Service, and then Thanks for Giving, which is a showcase of community organizations. Salute to Services for veterans. And then every month we have a different theme with our teachers' pets and our community pets of Palooza, which is in December, it's festive and furry. Why am I bringing this up? Because if you are an agent champion or if you are a business booster, you want for us to be sharing with the principal and sharing with the PTA stuff that they then want to share, right, with teachers and parents and the community. You also want to share it because if we go back to the concept, your second thing is to use the school parent teacher connection to help yourself get community famous. All right. So all of these things work together. You do not have to do everything or anything. You might never be involved with a teacher appreciation pop-up, but it's valuable that that exists. You might not be a parent-focused business, which means you're not going to be on the Parent Resources Showcase, but it's valuable that that exists. And as we're getting involved, my job, our job, is to make sure that this School Business Boosters goal gets realized. We want you to meet parents and teachers so that that can help you grow your business and clients. And then we want to help you use the school parent teacher connection to get famous in your community, all of which is in support of these programs. All right.